changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the featured contracts. And today's contract, the Haunted Mansion, set in Dartmoor. So today's briefing, the mansion staff reported to the Carlyles that they saw something strange, something vague, something that looked like a ghost. Since that moment, there were multiple attacks on the family members, but they survived all of them. We don't know why the ghost wants to make an end to the Carlyle family, but I think it is a good idea to help him with his task. And today's contract has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Stephen J. So today we have 4 targets available to us. 2 must be eliminated whilst disguised as the mansion staff. 1 Rebecca must be eliminated with a shotgun, Patrick with a falling object, Gregory any way we see fit, and Alexa in an explosion kill. So for today's challenge, we will be starting in the library. We're going to have a silenced shotgun stored up in the hallway. We're going to be bringing with us our remote enigmatic gas grenade, and the only other item we require will be our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, our first target, Patrick, is directly below us, currently trying to chat up the maid. He will be interrupted shortly by the butler, and he will move into the center of the room directly below this chandelier. So we're just going to line up our shot with our silenced pistol, keep an eye on the mini-map, and when Patrick moves to the center of the room, we can drop the chandelier on his head. There we go. So 1 target taken care of with 3 more to go. We're now going to make our way down towards the kitchen area. We're going to go around to the main stairs. We're just going to wait here while we wait for the patrolling enforcer in the corridor just behind us to turn around. And when he moves off, there he goes. We can follow him down the corridor, around to our right, and down to the ground floor, where we will set up our next kill. So we're heading for the kitchens, and those of you who watch my videos more regularly will know that if I'm heading for the kitchens in Dartmoor, I'm heading for the propane cylinders. So once we're in the kitchen, there are 2 propane cylinders in the room. We're going to grab one of them and make our way across the building and into the lounge area, where we will find Gregory Carlyle sitting on the sofa, and we're just going to place our propane cylinder nice and comfy on the chair next to him. So we'll come back for him a little bit later. We're going to now return to the kitchens and collect up our second propane cylinder, and we're now going to make our way all the way up to the 2nd floor to Alexa Carlyle's private little sanctum up in her office. So just be aware, when we get to the 1st floor, there are 2 enforcers we need to avoid. The first patrolling around by the stairs, the second in the corridor. And again, we have to be aware of Alexa Carlyle as well, who frequents this area. She is currently in her bedroom. Yep, there she is. So we can make our way straight into the office area and into Alexa's private sanctum here. You can avoid the maid out in the corridor if you just run straight past her easily enough. We're just going to place our propane cylinder on the floor next to the chair there, take 1 shot at it with our silenced pistol, make our way into the secret room, line up our 2nd shot, and all we have to do now is await the arrival of Alexa. Now we have just missed her, so she will be a short while, but eventually she will make her way back to this room and have a nervous breakdown from the looks of it, before attempting to sit in the chair. And it's at that point we're going to take our shot. So that's Alexa dealt with. We're going to quickly hide in the crate at the other end of the room here, as multiple guards will be running around as enforcers. So we're just going to let all the panic calm down before we exit our box, make our way back out into the corridor, past the enforcer maid, and we're now going to head back down to the first floor. So once we get down to the first floor here, we're going to hang a left, make our way behind the enforcer staff member there, and collect up our shotgun. And then we're going to make our way back all the way along the corridor to the far end and around to our left, which is basically where we started from. And in here, we're just going to avoid the patrolling guard on our left, who's an enforcer. And down below we can see Gregory. Now unfortunately he has just been engaged in conversation with his wife, so we are going to have to wait for her to move away before we can line up and take our shots at the propane cylinder. So 3 targets down, 1 more to go. We're now going to make our way to the ground floor via the rear stairs by the billiard room here. And we're going to make our way down to the ground floor bathroom, which is just on our left. There we go. And once in here, we are going to retrieve our shotgun from the briefcase. Just making sure that no one's panicking in this direction. And once the coast is clear, we're going to remove our shotgun and place that carefully on the floor there, and then add our remote gas grenade to the briefcase, pick up our briefcase. We're going to select our detonator in a moment. We're going to make our way over to the museum room, is the only word I can think for it. And we're going to place our briefcase on the floor just by this chair. We want to put it there so that the maid out in the corridor doesn't see it. Now what I don't see is that there is a guard coming this way, and I think he's going to spot the briefcase. He doesn't, but I've actually gone back and grabbed it just in case. So he's going back to his usual position after all of the panic earlier on. So once again, we're just going to place our briefcase nice and close to the chair there, move away a safe distance, select our remote detonator, and eventually Rebecca Carlisle will return to this room, and when she spots the briefcase, we can then detonate the gas grenade. She's going to take that briefcase to the nearest guard before feeling sick. If you detonate the briefcase a little too late, they actually start their routine of taking the briefcase to the nearest guard, even though they are sick. So once that has been completed, she will then make her way to the bathroom where we have our shotgun. I actually missed my first shot there. She ducked just at the right second. So we have alerted some guards. If you get the shot direct the first time, you shouldn't alert anyone, and you can just drop the shotgun and leave. As you can see, my first shot, which missed, managed to alert a number of people, so we're just going to hide in the closet with the body here until everybody goes back to their usual routine. Then we can drop the shotgun and make our way towards the kitchens, but we're going to go out through the dining room window so that we can avoid the enforcer directly outside the kitchen door. And then it's a short run to the bridge. So there we go, the Haunted Mansion, a nice Halloween featured contract taken care of. Everybody has been eliminated according to the directives or the plan, and we should have a silent assassin rating. Now, unfortunately for me, I accidentally pressed the button twice, so we didn't get our silent assassin rating and our score come up. Unfortunately, I did try to find at least one frame of it so that I could make a screenshot, but turns out I pressed that button way too fast and the page never got the chance to load. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.